welcome to September. This is Gwendolyn. Welcome back to the channel, or if it's your first time here, welcome. This video is going to be a monthly Tarotscope for Aries for September. And I want to thank you for your patience. I'm putting these up a little later within the first week of September here. And that's because I had some friends visit this weekend for this long weekend, and I got a little behind on my readings. But I just want to thank you for your patience. I'm doing a little bit different of a reading this month. I'm doing a Celtic cross. So I'm just going to shuffle here for a little bit, and then we'll get right into the reading. Also, if you'd ever like to book a personal reading with me, you can do that. I'll have a link up above, or you can just email me. I'll have that down in the description below. And let's see what's coming up for Aries for September. I can say that we just had Mercury retrograde finish. So Mercury just went direct this first week of September. So that's good news for everyone, because it means that communications are likely going forward. If they had been scrambled or haywire before, they'll be going direct. And you've got a lot of nice cards coming up here, Aries. I'm going to talk about those in a moment. A lot of really strong cards. So I'm going to tell you what each of these is in its position and go through them. So here in the central focus, you have, this is the situation, present moment, and this is what is crossing it. So I'm wondering, Aries, is there something that you're having trouble being truthful with yourself about? Because Ace of Swords usually represents the truth. I call this card truth with a capital T. Or is there a truth that you're maybe not acknowledging that's right in front of you? Because Hanged Man here is in the reverse position. And it's saying that when this card comes up in this position, you may be too concerned about what other people think. In the reverse position, in the upright position, when he's hanging upside down, it means walking to the beat of your own drum, doing things your own unique way, even if it's a little bit rebellious. It means accepting yourself just as you are. And it means hanging upside down and seeing things from a different point of view, like seeing things from a 180. And it means just getting comfortable in things just the way they are. When he's in the reverse position like this, it really means like you're looking around, concerned potentially about what others are thinking. You're not necessarily being your authentic self and just true to you and not worrying what everyone else thinks. It may be, there's sometimes a feeling of like keeping up with the Joneses, or just being overly concerned with what others are thinking instead of what your real, true, authentic experience is. And with the Ace of Swords crossing it here, there's some sort of truth that is right in front of you that you're having a hard time acknowledging or accepting because you're too worried about what others think. So that's the central focus for September, is the truth is right in front of you, but it's challenging for you for some reason, or you're trying not to see it or hear it. There's something that is not allowing you to acknowledge this truth because you're too worried about what others think about it or what it would look like. Because Hangman is hung up in the square for everyone to see. And when he hangs upside down, he's like, that's okay, I'm who I am, and I'm just going to do things my way. And by the way, I'm pretty comfortable here. When it's in the reverse position, it shows a certain amount of discomfort with being held up for everyone to see. And I get the sense, Aries, that there's some truth that you're not allowing yourself to face, or you're not allowing it to come to the surface or recognize it, because you may be concerned with what others think of that. And I'm going to encourage you to try to get a new perspective on that, a fresh perspective, or do a 180, because that will allow you to come into alignment with this truth. And the truth is what sets you free. If you notice too, this is what's kind of funny with this combination, is that the sword is exactly what Hangman needs. The sword is what will cut this bind and free him. So allow that sword to come in, and you will no longer be hanging upside down. You'll just be free to walk your own path. So there's some kind of interesting imagery going on there for you for September. Cut yourself loose. Cut yourself free. Don't hold yourself up to standards that don't apply to you. The basis of the situation is that something new wants to come in, and it could be partnership energy. There's something, the block to this new beginning, because you have two aces here, I see, Aries. These two aces always represent new beginnings. This is ace of the mind, of thought, so a new thought, new truth. And this is ace of coins, which means new lifestyle, something of value that's coming in. Sometimes it's a new job or new money, but it's something like it's really a new path, a new life. If you look at this card and see that it's like stepping through this garden gate, it's a new way of living that the universe is trying to hand to you. But in reverse, there's some block to that. So I'm seeing that there's a new beginning that's being resisted, mostly in terms of how you're thinking. But it may be in direct proportion or in direct correlation with your joy and your happiness and potentially partnership as well. The sun shining is all that fiery Aries energy that shows up when we're joyous and vital and happy and free, and we feel like kids and we just feel radiant and like optimistic and sunshiny and just happy. So how is this belief or this challenge to this belief like almost keeping something new from happening, a new chapter, keeping your happiness at bay? Like the resistance, fear, or doubt to this new thing that wants to come in is really what's keeping this wonderful sun overcast. It's still a beautiful day. The sun is a very positive card, whether it's in the upright or the reverse, but because it's in the reverse, with this in the reverse and with this being the challenge card, it's saying that you're delaying your happiness or you're resisting this wonderful new beginning or fearful of it or doubtful of it in some way that is keeping you upside down, Aries. This is your card. This is the card that represents you in this reading. So I'm going to say, let it in. Whatever's trying to come in, let it in. Don't let fears about what other people think or that you should be doing things in a different way or that there's some sort of weird standard that you need to adhere to that is stopping this truth from coming in, stopping you from acknowledging this truth, and stopping you from sort of cutting yourself free from the shackle. This is society's shackle. That's why he's held up in the square. It says you have to do things this way. And he says, no, I don't. I'm doing things my own way. So cut yourself loose with this truth, Aries. What's passing away is 3 of coins in reverse. And 3 of coins means collaborative effort. 3 of coins means doing things in groups. It means accomplishing something. Sometimes it can mean multiple streams of income. It means being creative. Some of you, Aries, are going to be finishing up on a project because 3 of coins can mean like a group project. So for some of you, you're going to be wrapping up with that. That's going to be passing away. Or there may have been a way in which you had money coming from different sources, and now you're consolidating it into one source. It just means group projects are ending or completing. Those are dissolving away. And I see your opportunity here is to look at all the hard work you've put in and the rewards that are yet to be claimed for those. In some ways, I'm almost getting for some of you, like this is saved up vacation time, or usually 7 of coins happens when we've accumulated a lot of work, but the fruits of our efforts are not yet ripe for picking. So it means that all this work that's been done, he's just sitting back and evaluating it. So your opportunity is to think about where you want to invest your efforts and time and energy. Sometimes I look at this as a return on investments card because it's saying, what do you want to keep planting so that your harvest is something that you like? Where do you want to keep putting your efforts so that you collect results that you like? This gives you a time to pause and think, okay, well, maybe I finished up some old work. Maybe I finished up a project and I'm waiting for those results to come in. or, either to get paid from it or the result of the work. And then what do I want to plant next? Do I like the results I'm getting? Do I want to change directions? Do I want to change course? 7 of coins is your opportunity to think about whether you want to keep doing the same thing or whether you want to do something different. It's an opportunity to pause and just have patience and look at the work that you've done and say, do I want to keep doing this or do I want to plant something new? What's coming in for you is great strength. So this is what's approaching. And strength means, again, it's another card of patience and endurance and fortitude. And she has strength not through brute force. It's not the Emperor card. It's not the Chariot. It's not 6 of Wands. You actually do have 6 of Wands over here. But this is a card about gentleness and having patience. She opens the lion's mouth through her softness and through her kind of like hanging in there and really just having courage, really pushing through the points of fear or pushing through the points where she doesn't think that she can do it. And she ends up opening the lion's mouth and taming the beast through her gentleness and through her patience and her fortitude and endurance. So I see a great amount of strength coming in for you, Aries. This card, these are 2 very strong cards. Ace of Swords cuts through any BS or in any nonsense. It's clarity. And this is fortitude and endurance. So these are both great cards of strength. And by the way, this is a card of victory, but you have to let it in. There is some block here because of maybe you're worrying about what others are thinking or not allowing yourself to be true and authentic to yourself. But I do see strength coming in for you. Like I said about this one, this is you in the situation, and I see a lot of radiance and vitality and happiness and optimism and joy, but this is going to be able to shine forth more brightly, Aries, when you allow this new beginning in. Whatever this new ace is, the fact that we have 2 aces doubled here really means a new beginning wants to come in. But with it in reverse and with it in the challenge position, there's some sort of fear, doubt, or resistance that you're going to need to remove in order to allow that new beginning to come in. And that is when you may be able to experience the fullness of this card, your real joy. I really get a sense that this is being held back by whatever beliefs are happening here. I believe this was actually in reverse. Excuse me. So let's see what else is going on. Your environment is one of hard work. This is 8 of coins. This is working away, and this is producing results. And you can see everything that this artisan card produces, he's hanging it up on the wall. This is all his works of art, the things he's producing, the money that he's generating. And it's sort of like saying your environment is one that's allowing you to be productive, because this is the card that follows this card. This is the farmer card where he's patient and takes time and cultivates things. At 8 of coins, he's grinding it out and he has the results right in front of him. So this is a card of producing money. It's a card of producing works. It's a card of working hard and being productive and getting things done and collecting on the works that you've put forth. So that's your environment. I see you working hard in September, or you have been working hard, and you're being productive. You're producing results. I see what you most want, but also what you most fear is you really fear slowing down. This is 4 of Swords. That's like what you most want. Some of you Aries may really want to break right around now. You may just want to check out. You may want to rest. This is a card of rest, relaxation, recharging, spending time, just taking a time out to regain your strength and hang your thoughts up on a wall. And this is like a warrior who is taking a time out to rest and get strength to fight another day. So this is what you want the most, but yet with it here in your hopes and fears placement, and also in reverse, it says you really feel like you can't take a break. You're really afraid of stopping on this motion machine or, effort machine. This is being I almost see this as pulling overtime shifts or accomplishing everything on your schedule or your to-do list. It's almost like working double shifts and going and attending these workshops you've signed yourself up for and accomplishing stuff. Like it's almost like having a breakneck schedule and just go, 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 go. What you really want, but you also fear, is taking a break. So I'm going to encourage you, Aries, to see, like, is there a way that you can at least take a break in between all of this energy? I see that that's going to actually serve you in accomplishing success. This is Six of Wands, but it's in reverse. This is a card of success, victory, triumph. That's your outcome, Aries. But if you work away without taking a break, you're going to fall off this horse. It's going to jeopardize your success if you don't pass through this Four of Swords situation, if you don't find some sort of balance between work and rest. When I see this card in the reverse position along with this Eight of Coins and this Four of Swords, the message I'm getting is like, even God rested on the seventh day. You know, you don't want to jeopardize your success by working too hard and cranking out something that's of shoddy quality because you're not taking the time to rest and recharge. You actually will miss details if you're always doing this and you don't balance it with this, Aries. So some of you may be really focused on earning money right now, or just focused on your work. But I'm going to encourage you to find time to recharge, rest, and relax so that this comes to you in the upright position, that the victory is yours, that you're having success and recognition, and that you do become the person who rides in on the white horse and, you know, has the victory laurels, the wreath of laurels that represent victory. In the reverse position, that could elude you. This could slide right off of there if you don't balance all this work with some rest. So Six of Wands is here for you. I'm going to encourage you also to remove any doubts, fears, or resistance that you can have success, because that's usually what it means in the reverse, is that it's here, but it's being blocked because of doubt, fear, or resistance. But I think that if you manage to balance, I'm going to say playtime, work time, and rest time, those are the things that this is the one that's dominating. Go, go, go. Work, work, work. Produce, produce, produce. If you can also remember to play and have joy and freedom and openness, as well as resting and taking time out to recharge, that's when this guy flips around too. And it's like, victory is mine. I did it. I accomplished it. Everyone sees what I'm capable of. Everyone recognizes what I can do. So that's really a good goal. And you can have that here in September. You've got a lot of strength coming in, remember. But you're going to need to bring these in as well, Aries, joy and rest, along with the work, in order to achieve the result that you want. Otherwise, it may elude you. You know, it may be in the reverse here unless you correct these guys. So that's what the cards are saying. And I'm also going to just reiterate with these two aces, there's something new that really wants to come in. New truth gives you new results. This could also be new money. But as long as you're focused on not doing your own truth or not walking your own path, but instead thinking, okay, I have to do this because I got to keep up with the Joneses, or I got to, you know, be concerned about what others are thinking, you may block yourself from a beginning that's being handed to you and saying, here's a new way of doing things. Here's a new thought. Here's a new lifestyle that is wanting to come to you. And guess what? It'll bring you lots of joy too. These two are beautiful cards. It's almost like this coin is echoing the sun here. Things can be easy. They can be fun. They can bring you new love. They can bring you new joy, new passion. So let that in, Aries. Don't like skip out, or you know, don't allow yourself to miss out on an opportunity that's presenting it to yourself because of the way you're thinking that you need things to appear. Try to employ the strength that's coming in to balance play, work, and rest, and you will come out on top with the Six of Wands. So that is my reading for you for September, Aries. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up or share it with another Aries who you think might enjoy it. I want to thank you again for your patience. I had some friends visit this weekend. We just had a lot of fun, and I got behind on my videos, but that is your reading for September. And as always, I just want to thank everyone so much for watching. Yours in the stars.